joining me today while we stretch and get a little stronger so our everyday activities are just a little easier to do. Before you begin this or any other exercise program, you'll want to check with your doctor. He'll tell you exercises that are good for you and some you should stay away from. He'll also tell you it's a good idea to drink a lot of water before, during, and after our time together. You want to make sure that you eat good, healthy food because that will give you the energy to exercise and just feel great. You know, when you exercise, you'll sleep a lot better too. So, when we exercise together, you'll want to wear loose, comfortable clothes so that you can move without being restricted. Also, you'll want to check above you, to the sides of you, and all your environment because we're going to be standing up today and we're going to do some moves that involve standing up. We can hold on to the back of our chair. Speaking of chairs, you want to make sure you have a good sturdy chair, not one that rocks and one that sits too deeply. You could feel like so comfortable and in the middle of our program go to sleep. That would be just awful. So get a good sturdy chair. But if you're in a comfortable chair and you can exercise along with me, great. I'm glad to have you. So we wear loose, comfortable clothing. We have our water. You want to remember not to bounce or push any move. So if I'm doing a move and I'm moving like this, you don't want to push or bounce. Just go nice and easy, very slowly, and don't forget to breathe because that's really important. Okay, today we're going to be working with bottles of water. So a lot of us have plastic bottles around the house, and how we do this is we work with a bottle. It can be any kind of bottle, and you put a little bit of water in it, and then the stronger you get, you put a little more water in it and a little more water in it, and that will increase your weight. What I like to do is have several bottles, of one with a little water, one with a little heavier water, and I'll show you what we can do with all of these bottles of water. So here are some ideas. We can have a little bottle of water, and you'll notice that I only have a little water in it. This is going to be my little weight. Then I have a bottle with a little more water. This is a bigger water bottle, so it has a lot more water in it. And this is just about as much water as the green bottle. So even though they're different, they're the same. Then I have another odd looking bottle, so it doesn't matter what shape the bottle is. The more water you add, the heavier it will be. And then finally, you can fill it right up to the top. Okay, so you want to scoot around the house and see if you have a bottle, and we're going to get ready to go. Fill it up with water. And we are ready. We're going to start by tapping our toes and adding our fingers. We sit nice and tall. Our bellies are in, our chests are high. We're right at the edge of our chair so that our feet are nice and flat. Then we're going to hold the toes down and tap the heels. We're going to tap the heels of our hands. Sitting nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed, and we smile. You know, if you're not feeling so hot and you smile, you'll feel good right away. Now, toes and heels. So that's why it's a really cool idea to hang around people that are cheerful. And when you're cheerful, people like to hang around you too. Now we're going to march it out, a little tiny march. So the feet just come up a little. We hold the belly in nice and tight. We relax the shoulders, and we get those arms going. It feels so good. Your bodies love to move. And when your bodies move, you shoot blood and oxygen to the brain and the heart. It gets us stronger so we can do more of what we like to do. That's great. Now single hands, stretch up from the shoulders. We're going to add a lifted knee. Up and up. Great work. Always remember, do what you can. And if you start to get tired, take a break. Double arms for 4 and 3 and 2. Good work. Roll those arms. Now my leg's getting a little tired. How about yours? Let's push forward with the hands. Heels tap forward. Our shoulders are relaxed. We open our hands and spread our fingers as wide as they'll go. This is important to do throughout the day because when we get up, we hold onto our coffee cup, we get on the computer, on the steering wheel, and our hands are like this a lot. So anytime you can stretch those fingers wide, that's great. Here we go. Let's push energy out through the heels of the hands. Good job. I see you're not snapping your elbows and you're not snapping your knee. You're doing a great job today. Thanks for joining me. You'll feel real good afterwards. Let's tap to the side. The legs go first, out and in. When you do a new move, you want to just step out a little or reach a little. And then the more comfortable you feel with the joints, you're going to be able to step out a lot wider. Okay, single hand swallow the leg. Good. That's it. And all the time we're sitting tall and our bellies are in and our chests are high. 2 hands, single legs. Here we go. Double out. Now, we're going to play a trick on the brain. We were going single hand, single foot, same side. Now we're going to try opposite arm, opposite leg. Here we go. One leg goes out and the opposite hand. This is kind of hard sometimes if you've just been doing the same side. Excellent job. 2 hands, single feet. Great job. Good work. Our shoulders are relaxed. We feel just terrific. And roll those arms. Reach forward with the toe. Excellent. We're getting our legs all warmed up. You've got it. Good. Now, 1 foot, heel, toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Good. 4, 3, 2. Other foot. Good. So you're working the thigh and the joint of the knee. 4, 3, 2, and march it out. Great job. Stretch it up. 2 hands. Now out. And now front. Let's go slowly. Up and out and front and up and out and front. Good work. We're up and out and front. Now we're going whoop and out and front. This is what happens. Here we go. Up and out and front. Up. So now you have the pattern of your arms. Now we're going to change the feet. Here we go. Out and out. Add the arms. Up and out and front. Sometimes this is really difficult. Up and out and front and up and out and front. Last time, roll those arms. Relax those arms. We're going to lean forward a little bit and push the hands back and up. Try to relax the shoulders and hold the belly in. I'll show you from the side. We're pushing, working the back of the upper arm and the upper back a little. Good. That's it. We want that upper back nice and strong so that our posture is good. Now we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to reach forward and pull the elbows back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Pull back. Pull back. This is good for posture. Great job. I'll bet you're all warmed up. Up we go. So we stand up. I'll show you from the side. I'm going to work with my medium weight. Okay? Good. Alternate toes touch back. There. Now what's happening is you have a little bitty bend in your base knee, and when you touch back, you start to work the buttocks and a little bit of the hamstring, even a little bit of the low back. So it's very important when you touch back that you don't arch your body back, because that could hurt the back. So we hold the belly in, and if you have a tendency to arch back, you're going to bring your body back away from the chair so you don't arch your back. Good work. That's it. Now we're going to bend the knee and bring the heel as close to the buttocks as you can. What's really important with this is making sure your knee is down and pushed back a little so it's right in line with the other knee. We're working this muscle right here. This is your hamstring. It goes from the back of the knee all the way up to the buttocks. Great. And we need this muscle because that helps, believe it or not, the thigh, which we really need to get up and down from our chair and to go up and down stairs. You got it. Good work. Now we're going to do side leg lift. First, we touch it out to the side. Remember, we did this sitting down. And now we're going to lift the leg a little. But here's the difference. When we lift the leg, we push with the outside of the heel. I'll show you from the front. You push with the outside of the heel, making sure your toe faces front. You don't want the toe to roll out because then you work the thigh. We don't want the thigh. We want to work that outer thigh. That's it. Good work. Side leg lift. Excellent. And now we're going to hold it center and roll right up on our toes. Are you ready? Here we go. Right up on the toes. And we're pushing ourselves up tall as we roll up onto the balls of the feet and the toes. That's great. So you'll see as we bring the heels up, we're pushing our bodies straight up. Now we're going to do something a little different. We're still going to work that lower part of the leg that goes from the heel to the back of the knee, which of course is our calf. Instead of pushing ourselves up, we're going to keep the upper body stationary, but pull the knees in towards the chair. In towards the chair. So you see, I'm not pushing myself up anymore, but I'm lifting my heels and I'm still working the calves. But now I've got a little bit of the top of the leg working also. You're doing great. Remember, only do what's comfortable for you. And if your body tells you not to do this exercise, pay attention, honor, and respect your body. Good job. Let's shake it out. Wow. And now we can just lift the toes. Be careful when you lift your toes that you don't go flying backwards. We want to lift the toes, keeping the legs pretty straight. And as we lift the toes, we're going to feel the muscles on the sides of our shins. They kind of tighten up to pull those toes up. Good job. Lift those toes up. There you go. That's great. Beautiful. That's it. Now march in place. Wow. Okay, we're going to grab our bottle and we're going to hold it with just one hand. Now remember when we touched out to the side, we're going to go a little slower and only on one side. The opposite side holds your weight. So I'm going to hang on with this hand, which means this toe is going to go back and this arm has the weight. I'm going to lean forward a little bit from the hinge on the hip, belly in, and as I lift the leg a little bit, I'm going to lift my bottle of water or my weight in the opposite direction. Now you'll notice that I'm not bringing the weight any higher than my shoulder because I don't want to get shoulder impingement, especially when I go out to the side. So I really keep my hand and arm a little lower than the shoulder. Good work. And now relax. Wow, that was great. Let's do the other side. So we hold the bottle securely, and of course we make sure that the cap is on really tight. We hold on with the same side of the body that the working leg is going to be. Good. Bend forward a little bit from the hinge on the hips and go. Lift. Very nice. We're working the front of the shoulder. There you go. And we're squeezing our buttocks, pushing energy out through the heel. You can make it easier by touching the toe down. You can make it more difficult by not touching the toe down, so it keeps all the pressure on the buttocks. There you go. You're doing great today. There you go. Now remember, say this shoulder wasn't feeling as strong as the other shoulder, then you can work with two weights and use your lighter weight doing this. Good job. You're done. And shake it out. Very nice. Now I'm going to use a heavier weight because I'm going to work a little stronger. When the weight comes away from the body, we use a lighter weight. When it's right in line with the body, then we can use a heavier weight. But you don't have to. You can use the same weight if you like. Okay, weight is in this hand, so that means this hand's holding on for support, which means this leg is the leg we're working. So we lean forward a little bit and we bring the heel to the buttocks. First we get the leg. Good. Now we're going to bring our weight from the outer thigh right to the top of the hip. The elbow goes right up to the sky. There's a slight bend in our base knee. You've got it. When we bring the elbow up, we also draw it back slightly. So we bring it up to the ceiling and then over the top of our back. So we're really squeezing that shoulder blade and working those muscles that we need so much to keep us in good posture. There you go. And you want to be careful not to let your head hang down. That's easy to do. We want to hold our head up so our ear is in line with our shoulder. There you go. 2 more. And you are done. Woo! Let's shake that out. and work the other side. So we float the weight to the other side, get a good grip. So if this is the hand that's holding the chair, that same side leg is going to be doing the work. Here we go. By keeping the toe back, we keep the knee back, which prevents the knee from going forward. So we're not working the quadricep, we are working the hamstring. Now let's pull that bottle right up to our hips. Elbow comes up to the sky. You're doing great. Try to relax the shoulders. That's it. And this really helps, like we're picking up a bag of groceries. So we can use this for everyday tasks, having nice strong arms. This is particularly good when you're pulling your groceries out of your trunk. That's it. Excellent, just 4 more. 1, 2, 3, you've got it. 4, actually I was wrong, you've got 8 after this. Remember, you don't have to touch. If you don't touch your toe to the floor, it makes it a little more difficult. But you're the one that chooses. You may want to start out not touching, and then if you fatigue, go ahead and touch the foot to the floor. Last 2. You've got it, and you are done. Wow! Whew. That was a lot of work. You did great. Now we're going to go to the side. So because remember, I'm going out to the side, I'm going to have my lighter weight. So holding on, this side is going to be the working upper body, which means the hand that holds on this side is going to be the working lower body. Shoulders are relaxed. There you go. Remember, the toe is lifted and you're pushing out with the outside of the ankle. There you go. Standing nice and tall. That's it. Good. Now we're bringing the arm and the leg out to the side. I'll show you from the side. If all of a sudden my arm started to hurt, maybe in the shoulder a little bit, I could bring my weight slightly forward. And if my leg started hurting, I could bring my leg out to the side and slightly forward. If it still hurt my arm, I'd put my weight down. Good. That's it. Good work. And relax. Let's change sides. That was great. You did terrifically. So now the weight is in this hand. So we have to hold on with this hand, which means if I'm holding on with this side of the body, this leg is doing the work. Slight bend in your base leg. Let's lift. Here we go. Lift and down. Remember, we're pushing with the outside of the ankle. So the toe faces the front, or the toe can even face down a little bit. And you can really work that ankle. Our shoulders are relaxed. So if you're doing this going, this is way too much on my shoulder, you can always bend the elbow and lift the elbow up as long as the weight is directly in front of the elbow. So you can choose and make this different so that it works for you. Good job. Shoulders are relaxed and our bellies are in. It feels so good to move. And I love this exercise because this is the one that helps me take those big heavy towels out of the washing machine and pull them out to untangle them before I put them on the drying rack. And you're done right now. Woo! That was great. You did a terrific job. So we worked the hamstrings, the buttocks, and the side. So when we sit down, we'll work the front of our legs. But just to get them a little warmed up, let's do something fun. Slight bend in the knees, point the toe, flex the foot, and just lift a little. So think of pushing energy out through the heel. You're working the joint of the hip. You're working the thigh muscle. Good. Now bend the knee, pull it up. Remember, to make it easier, you can touch down. We're working kind of hard today, and you're going to feel it on this leg, which has all your body weight, not just half. Then we'll hold the knee right up and bring it in and out. Good job. This is called the flamingo. So if there's reincarnation and we come back as flamingos, we'll really be able to do well standing on one leg. Now you're going to make a little circle with the knee. You're going to bring it across the body, up, out, and down. Then we'll reverse the circle. Remember, only do what your body says is okay. Take a break at any time and shake it out. Phew, I really felt that. Let's try the other foot. Flex the foot, slight bend in the base knee, stand tall and lift. So the leg doesn't go up really high. We're really just trying to get these muscles strong. We need these so much for everyday activities. You're going to feel it right here in the hip flexor and a little bit in the lower abdomen. We stand tall, our belly's in, and we are smiling. Now bend that knee, please. Pull that knee right up. Good. Now we're really working the thigh and the hip flexor, a little bit in the lower stomach. And now this leg goes, wow, you've got all the weight on here. I know, it's okay. We're going to hold the knee right up and bring it in and out. So right now we're keeping the foot pretty close to the other leg. If you want to make it harder, you can bring the foot under the knee. But when we first do it, we want to go nice and easy. That's it. You've got it. You're doing great. Now march in place and shake it out. Wow, that was a lot of work. So what we're going to do now is stretch out a little more. So we're holding onto the chair. We're going to grab our lighter weight and we're going to do a back lunge and then go a little further. If you're ready, here we go. Touch back with the ball of the foot. Back more and lift. Come back in halfway. Good. Back a little more. So this is going to let you ask a little more from your body. Good work. So only the ball of the foot touches, the heel never touches. And you'll notice when we step back the second time, our base knee bends. So our weight shifts back onto that back foot. One more. You're done. Good work. Let's change sides. Holding on 2 times, stepping back 2 times, coming front. So we step back like we normally did, but now we're going to get a bigger step. And we're going to be pretty safe because we're holding on to our chair. Good. That's it. Back a little more. Good. Stand tall. Back. Stretch more. Keep that back heel up. Our bellies are in, our chests are high. It feels so good to move, strengthening both the arms and the legs. And all the time we have to hold that belly in. Ooh, that's good for us. Good. And you are done. Great work. Now we're going to try to step out to the side. Let's shake those hands and pull the fingers back because we've been holding on to our bottles of water. There you go. Now we're going to try to step out to the side. I'll show you from the front. We step out to the side a little more and bend the knee. Come back to center, back to center. When you step out to the side, the toe rolls out so the knee can track in the direction of the toe. Good, good. That's it. Roll the toe out. And let's try the other side. I'll show you from the side. So our bellies are in. We step out with the toe straight ahead. Then we roll the toe out and shift the weight. Come back to center, standing tall. Step out a little bit, shifting the weight. Then bending the knee, toe out. Good work. So we're basically going from a little squat into a lunge. You're doing great. Let's try it 2 more times. Step out. And then once you get secure, step out a little more. And remember, only do what's comfortable for you. 1 more time. Great. Good. That was excellent. So now we want to stretch. We're going to step back with 1 foot, keeping the feet hip-width apart. Make sure the back heel's down. Bend the front knee, bringing the hip forward. Feeling a stretch on the back of the leg. Good. And then we roll up on the toe. Pull the back knee in, tuck the hips in, and come down, 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 feeling a stretch right here. Good. Come back up, bring the back foot halfway in, transfer the weight onto that foot, pushing the buttocks back, lifting the toe, bringing the chest down, feeling a stretch on our hamstrings. That's great. Slowly roll the back up, roll the thumbs out. Good work. And change feet, please. Stepping back a little more, pushing the heel down, bending the front knee, bringing the hips forward. And you're going to feel a nice stretch on the back of the lower leg. And then we roll up on the back toe, pull the back knee in, tuck the hips in. So we come straight down. We feel a stretch on this thigh. You're doing so well today. Then we come back up nice and tall, bringing the back foot halfway in, transferring the weight back and lifting the toe. So our buttocks go back, our toe goes up, and our chest comes down. And it feels great to stretch right here, our hamstrings. And then slowly up. And now we're going to step back a little, lift the toes, push the hips back. Make sure you're not pulling down on the chair. Great work. And up. Let's pull those thumbs back and open up the chest. And then we're going to bring the thumbs back and up. Good work. Backing up a little more. Feel how good that feels. Opening up the chest, lifting, letting our lungs breathe. Great job. Then we place the hands on the thighs, flat back. Tuck the hips in, round the back. Flatten the back. Good job. Push the feet down into the ground, straighten the legs, squeeze the buttocks, lift the ribs, shoulders up, back, and down, heads high. Great big breath in, filling the lungs with the healing properties of oxygen-rich air. Exhale, shake out all your cares and worries. Great big breath in, and as you exhale, know that all will be well. You did a great job. Congratulations. Yay. Let's get some water.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.